Oh, teacher, I need you.
Hi, welcome back to Now No One Knows, part 2 of Jennifer Hegley. There was so much information while shooting part 1, I decided to break it into 2 episodes.
The next type of coding that we were talking about is iterative, right? Mm-hmm. Repetitive code. So if you look at your short program that you wrote, where do you see repetition?
Move.
How many times did you move?
3 times each.
Twice, and you did that twice, right?
Yes.
So you moved 3 times twice. So there exists in basically every programming language a loop. It's called a loop, typically a for loop. For I in range, how many times you want to repeat in parentheses, 3, put a colon. Python looks at this colon and says, okay, whatever lines exist below this that are indented, whatever's indented, I'm going to repeat that this many times. So if you just want to put move parentheses once, you have to just type the move command once, but it will repeat itself 3 times. You could drag across these 2 lines, copy, and then go highlight your other 3 move commands and just paste it instead of, or in place of those. So let's run it and see if he does the exact same thing he did before. So what do you want Carol to do in order to turn right? You're gonna write what's called a function to make it turn right. So these are like predefined function. I'm gonna teach you how to write your own function. And the purpose of our own function is to make him turn right instead of only turning left. If I wanna write a function, I have to start with DEF, which means define. I want to define, and I think it makes sense. You can call it anything you want to technically, but let's just call it turn right because that's what underscore right is kind of like the standard of how these other ones are named. So let's make a similar one, but we're going to call it turn right. Notice the parentheses and colon at the end is going to say anything that exists indented underneath this colon line is going to be part of this function.
Could I do
yes.
for I in range and then only write turn left once?
Yes. Wonderful. Do it. Do it. So the last thing that I'd like to talk about is selection, right? Like the computer can make a decision for you. These are like a question. These are a yes or no. These have a yes or no answer, right? Like if, so we can say if front is clear.
And front means in front of the dog.
In front of the dog of the direction he's going.
He's currently facing.
Yes. But the way that we can use these is within what's called an if statement. And an if statement is another like block of code or another command of code that allows you to decide that you want to do these commands or these commands depending on one of these conditions. If this is true, do this. Otherwise, do these blocks or these lines of code. Now I see he's got walls in the way. Yeah, let's write some code. Let's make him do something when he hits a wall.
We're going to get Carol the dog to go get the rabbit for lunch.
Just stuck doing
time.
Yeah.
But if that were the case, then it would be an endless loop.
Sure. Yeah. If he ended up in the pattern and he just got stuck.
In that corner, it's the only one where Carol is surrounded by 3 walls.
Exactly. Very good.
Jennifer,
awesome.
Thank you so very much. This is fantastic. I'm going to go now program something to do something to make my life easier.
There you go.
And now, no one knows.
Oh, teacher.